Hey guys, I'm back with the next part of our grocery e-commerce app using .NET MAUI. So before continuing with this one, I would recommend you all to check out the previous parts. I'm going to drop the links of those parts in the description box. So in previous parts, we worked on this shop by category, this section, and in this part, we will continue this homepage design. So before this, let's add a heading here. After this, I abandon this shop by category. So we'll come here. After this thing, we have this transparent, this margin spacing basically. Here we'll have a label with the text, which will say, let's say, let's order some fresh fruits and vegetables for you. Okay, and we need it slightly bigger, so we'll use our styling we added in previous video, so we'll use h2. Fine, and let's have a line height on this of 1.5 to 1.3. Okay, 1.3, and opacity of 0.8. Fine. Okay, and after this we need to have this space and then this thing. Okay, so if you remember in previous video I talked about having this box view as a separate control because we are using it a lot and we'll be using this thing a lot of time in almost all the screens. We will need some spacing. So let's do this. We'll create a folder for our controls. So let's create a new folder. We'll call it controls. And in this controls, we'll add a new item, which is going to be .NET MAUI content view with XAML. So we'll call it, let's say spacer. Fine. On this spacer, we'll have a bindable property. So public, static, read only, bindable property, space property. It will be bindable property dot create, and then we'll have a property of type integer and which will be space. Remove this, get, we'll use get property for setting, we'll use set property. Fine. Bindable property dot create. First we need property name, so this is going to be our space. Then the return type, it will be type of integer. Then third one is declaring type, which is this type itself, which is spacer. And then default value, so we'll have some default value. And we'll use a spacing of, let's say, 10. The default value will be 10, and we can override this from the caller. Okay, this is our property space and we'll use this on this spacer.xaml. So for this, let's copy one of the box view. We don't need this thing here. I'd request this. We need this from our binding because we are going to get it from here. So for that, on this box view, let's have the binding context for this box view, this page only. So we'll set a name for this, which is x name this, and on this we will use this x reference this So now it is this box view using the same binding context, and here we have this space property, so we'll use this. So on this we can use binding and we can use this space property. And then color is transparent, and let's set the same background color also as transparent so that it does not mess with the UI it is being added to. So it will have simply space, nothing else. Cool. We can use this now on our home page. So in order to use this, first we need to have the namespace. So XMLNS, let's call it controls only, controls, and wherever we are using this box view. So we'll replace this with spacer with a space property of 15. So we can remove this now. Okay, now let's copy this. Let's check here. We need 5. So let's use 5. After that, here also we need 15. Let's have it 15 only. And save everything. Run the app. Let's see. Okay, the app is here. And I don't know if it is working or not. Let's try it. Let's add 50 here. And yes, it is working. 15. Fine. Now this thing, let's have this space 20 or 15 is fine. After we have shop by category, so before shop by category, this one, let's have this spacer. Okay. Okay. So this spacer is done. Now next thing, let's add a offers section here. So for that, let's go to our models. We did not create any model for offers, so we'll create a new model, public class offer. Eventually we'll get it from the from API only, but for now let's have it here only. We'll have a title or heading of the offer, then we'll have a description of this offer, description. Then we'll have a code for this offer, a coupon code basically. Then when we display it, let's handle this from here only. Color, let's have it of type color only. Color, or let's say basic color, background color. Fine. Okay. Now let's have seeding data here only. Eventually we'll get it from the API, but for now let's have it here only. Enumerable offer, get offers, and now I have used some of offers. I have the data, but before that let's add the logic for having a random background color. So I have couple of light colors, private, static, string array, light colors, and I have this as new string, and I have these colors here. Okay, so we should not have it as a property, we should have it as a variable. Private, static, let's have read only, string array, light colors, and we have these things. Now we'll have a property which will generate a random color out of these colors. So for that, private static color random color, and this should be a property. So we'll use color dot from hex because I have these colors in hexadecimal format. So from here we'll simply use light colors dot order by GUID dot new GUID. So it will be randomized, and then we'll get first item out of here. Okay, random color, fine. Now I have this list of offers I have already curated. So let me add those here. I'm using yield keyword offer. Let's add a constructor here. Constructor title, description, code and color. Title, description, and it should be like this, color and then code. Fine. Okay, so offers, this is ready. Now let's go to our view model. In our homepage view model, we'll add one more observable collection here for our offers, and when we are initializing these, we'll simply do the same thing for our offers. So offers, and offers we'll get from offer dot get offers, and offers dot add this offer. Fine, we have offers now. Stop, get offers, and let's move this offer to a separate file. Move type to offer.cf. Cool. Now we'll go back to our home page.xaml where we are designing it. So here we'll add a design for offers. For that, after displaying the main text, and then here before shop by category, we'll add offer section. So again we are going to have a collection view with item source as offers. Okay, let me run it so that we can see the design in real time. App is here and we can see this 1 2 3 4 offers we have. Fine. In this collection view, first we'll set our items layout because we need this again as horizontal, so orientation horizontal, and item spacing as 15. And then comes the main item template, data template, X data type, and this is going to be offer model. Okay, and now in this offer we'll use border, stroke shape, round rectangle, rectangle with let's say 20 radius, and then stroke thickness as 0. We don't want that stroke outside of this border, and we don't need any background for this. Then for this, let's have a height of 180. Okay. And in this border, we'll have a grid, and this grid will be of type, not type, row definitions. We have three things, right? One coupon code, offer model, we have title, we have description, we have code. We have these three things. So we'll display these in three rows. So row definition, first one auto, second one star, third one auto. Okay. And in this grid, first thing we need to have the background color which we set. So for that we'll use a box view, and on this box view we will use color. From binding we have basic color. Okay, and this will be row 1 column 1, so it will take up the complete space. Then let's have some opacity as well, 0.5. Fine. After this, after this, if we'll have those three things, it will be row 0 column 0 only, right? So okay, we shouldn't have this here. We should have another grid, and we should have this on this second grid. So this grid will be displayed on top of this box view with this background color. So we need this thing. And in this grid, we will have first label with text. Before text, let me set the grid dot row 0, which is default. Text, we'll get it from binding, which will be the title. Okay, now let me copy two times, then we'll design these. So after 0, we will have first and then second. On the second row, we will display description. Then third one, we'll display the code. Okay, we have these three things now. Now we'll design these. So first label. For this label, let's use a style which we defined, H3. Okay, fine. On this grid, after this thing, let's have a padding of 50. Okay, okay. On this height request, let's have a width as well. We'll use, let's use width request, and we'll have it somewhat around 300. Okay, looks fine. Then title is fine, text color is black. Then we'll come on description, the second one. Here let's have font size of 16. Okay, and vertical options at center. Okay, and then comes the third one, the code. And for this code, let's have style static resource h4. Okay, then horizontal options at center, background color, we'll use static resource our main mid color, or let's have primary lighter color. And we'll have text color as white. Okay, After that, let's have a padding of 10 from left, right, 5 from top, bottom. And I think we are good. Okay, let's add some suffix to this heading. So for that, we can have it the here only. So we'll use string format. So I want to show you different things we can use. So here we'll use whatever we have. After that, let's add 2 or 3 exclamation marks. Okay, fine. So this section is also looks good now. Now the shop by category, we need to use a higher spacing between these. So for that, before offers we had 15, let's make it 20, and then same thing here, 20. Fine. Okay, in emulator it looks kind of stretched out, but on the local device it looks very pretty. Okay, so I think that's all for this part. Now we'll start working on this popular part where we'll display the actual products. But before that, we'll start working on our API. So that's all for this video. Please like this video if you like my content. Share this video, subscribe my channel, and I'll be back very soon with the next part. Till then, bye bye.